Good morning, Friday, October 9th, 2022, here on the East Coast. It's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard, well, actually, we're in the Midwest. In the Eastern Standard Time Zone, it's 9 a.m. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So, XRP is down to 4872. We talked yesterday a lot. If you didn't see the update, I encourage you to go to the update. Or if you didn't join the live last night, it would have been very helpful. We talked about how we were reversing. We hit this as resistance. And now, once we lost the 200 day, it'd be more than likely that we could be coming back. And I don't want to say 4686 first, but if we look at the USDT, it seemed like a likely choice if we broke this 200, that we would come back down here to about 47408. I have not hidden that. I've shown this a lot yesterday. And we talked about how if we didn't reverse up even farther, we would have this newly formed tap of the ascending triangle that we would try to hit. Now, if we look at this, we do have quite the uptrend started. So that is the area we could break first and then end up coming down further. But it doesn't look great right now. Looks like our little head and shoulders is starting to develop. And it looks like we really need to come back down here to the 47.4 area. If we look at Bitcoin real quick, Bitcoin reversed back down majorly, lost this uptrend. We talked about how we had to get on top of 20,418. We failed to do it 3 separate times. Came down, up, had a little consolidation, failed again, came down, and then we broke this uptrend, rejected on it, and now the likely scenario is to come all the way back down. And then it's like, where do we come back down to? I'm glad you asked. First area should be about 19K. So that's what it looks like we're building. So we have a 19,000 support right now and a 20,116 resistance, but you can actually finite it to 20,413 as the resistance. So all these patterns work together, but we failed, but could be a small cup and handle, but this also looks like an M-topping reversal that could pull us down to where we were talking about in the 19K area. The XRP USDT chart, as we talked about already, this uptrend is very key this morning. We have to hold this 48.4. If we fail the 48.4, we're likely coming down to 47. Where was that at? We would likely come down to 47.4. So if we don't hold 48.46 roughly, 48, we'll just say 48.45, we have the drop down to about 47.40. So that's over another cent. And then if we look at the Perpetual Futures chart, it does speak the same things. We just have our lines a little bit lower because that would be the extended bear flag breakout point. And honestly, we could add this in just so it doesn't look so empty, but we have it on the other chart, so it's not really necessary. But this will bring us to another level now. So we talked about 47.4, so now if we break 47.4, then we can look at the 46 cent level. So really, these patterns are just starting to close in on each other. So that's what I would be looking at. We still have that key support at 45 or 44.99 that is speaking of right now, or 45.53 right here. I forgot about that support. So if we go back to the Perpetual Futures chart, I like that a lot. Because now we've got this level cleared right around 46 cents. 45.80, 45.44, or 45.53 I should say. So we know that there's an area of support right here even if we lost this. And if we lost the uptrend at 47 or 48.40, then we come to 47.40. We've got 46.16 right here. On the Perpetual Futures chart, we've got 46.42. And then on the USD chart, we've got 45.53. So there's a lot to be paying attention to here. A lot. So this is all working in uniformity. So that's what I wanted everybody to see on XRP. I wanted everybody to see that quick glimpse on Bitcoin. Okay, and before I let everybody go, and I'll show you how to trade XRP when we get to the end, or how to join Tom's Armory so you can get the exclusive content, the exclusive Telegram, and the exclusive emoji badges for showing me that extra support. So this is the software ecosystem, and this is on xrpl.org. So if you want to look about the XRP ledger, I do this in most updates. We try to get a level. We've gone through the introduction and consensus. We've gone through XRP, and now we're going through the software ecosystem. We're working our way down. So the XRP ledger is home to a deep layered ecosystem of software projects powering and enabling an internet of value. It's impossible to list every project, tool, and business that interacts with the XRP ledger. So this page only lists a few categories and highlights some central projects that are documented here on xrpl.org. So that's just a little introduction. And then the basis of the XRP ledger is a peer-to-peer network of always-on servers, sharing transactions, engaging In the consensus process and processing transactions, everything else in the XRP Ledger ecosystem is ultimately built on top of this peer-to-peer network, directly or indirectly. Programming libraries exist in higher-level software where they are imported directly into program code and contain methods to access the XRP Ledger. Middleware provides indirect access to XRP Ledger data. Applications on this layers often have their own data storage and processing. Apps and services provide user-level interaction with the XRP Ledger, provide a basis for even higher-level apps and services. So I want to do Ripple to the core. And then in the next one, we'll start with program libraries because, I can only do it for a couple minutes because of the attention span of my audience. The peer-to-peer network at the heart of the XRP Ledger requires a highly reliable, efficient server to enforce the rules of consensus and transaction processing. Ripple manages and publishes a reference implementation of this server software called Ripple, pronounced Ripple D. The server is available under a permissive open source license, so anyone can inspect and modify their own instance of the server and republish with few restrictions. Every instance of Ripple syncs to the same network unless it's configured to follow a parallel network such as a testnet and has access to all communications across the network. Every Ripple server on the network keeps a complete copy of the latest state of data for the entire XRP ledger, along with a slice of recent transactions and a record of the changes those transactions made, and every server processes every transaction independently while verifying that its outcome matches the rest of the network. Servers can be configured to keep more ledger history and to participate in the consensus process as a validator. And if you want to trade XRP like me or join Tom's Army, first of all, click Join Tom's Army, hit the youtube.com/channel, and you get my exclusive content. I'll bring you the members only area. If you're part of Tom's Army, you'll see 9 or 10 different exclusive contents that have been put out in the last 2.5 weeks for members only. If not, it'll give you a join button. Then you can donate XRP, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. And most importantly, join me over on BitGet. Trade XRP with me. No spot fees, no VPN in the USA, and no KYC. So stop paying the fees on some of your other platforms. If you need to send it back to your XRP ledger or your cold wallet, make sure you're buying it on BitGet. Don't pay those extraordinary spot fees because why take money out of your bottom line? Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD Assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day, because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, there's simply no point in trying to do this together. And I can't do this all myself, so I need your help. Please share this far and wide on social media. Like this. And also, subscribe to the channel. Join the more than 14,200 other subscribers. And then watch, recycle, repeat. Watch the content, recycle it to friends and families or somebody who hasn't seen the content yet, and repeat. Come back and watch the next update.